guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a kiln opening video for these mugs. So I'm doing the combinations that I know that work. So let's start with the for those who are new to the channel, this is 3 coats of honey flux inside and outside, and then on the rim, or just below the rim, is about 2 coats of ancient Jasper, and then below that is 3 coats of textured turquoise. Although in using this combination, you have to be cautious too, because combining a honey flux with another glaze, they tend to be runny. I think I lost one. But anyway, this is a refired mug. So this is the same combination with the honey flux, ancient Jasper, and textured turquoise. However, it's a refired one. That is the difference between the two. But I lost it. It's been chipped at the bottom. So I guess I'm getting a new mug. Okay, here's a new one that I tried. I finally got some spectrum glazes, so I'm doing experiments combination from time to time, like if I have space or if I'm not in a rush or something. So this one would be, the base is gonna be 3 times honey flux on both inside and outside. And then, let me check my notes. Okay, so on the rim, I did 2 coats of sangria. And then at the middle, I did 2 coats of soft red. And then, like at the bottom below that, is 2 coats of autumn purple. So sangria, soft red, and then autumn purple. But if you're going to look at it, they run up to the bottom of the mug. I mean, I kind of like it though. It's so similar to the textured turquoise. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. The only thing that I'm seeing like way different from my usual is this one. So instead of that ancient Jasper wherein you get the brownish color, you're getting the reddish because of the sangria and then the soft red. Maybe next time I'm gonna do 3 coats of sangria, 3 coats of soft red, but I'm kind of scared with that one. Maybe if I'm going to do some, like a snow, to stop the drip, then I can do that. Okay, here's another new one. I mean, I tested it before. I think I did it on a bowl, but never did it in a mug. So again, 3 coats of honey flux inside and outside, but this time, like an inch below the rim, I did 3 coats of blue Rutil, and below the blue Rutil, I did 3 coats of purple crystal. Then it's gonna give you this bright bluish color. It's kind of like purplish, purple and blue. But I kind of like it. Again, if you're going to look at the glaze, it flowed up to the bottom of the mug. Huh. Okay, here's another blue mug. So for the inside, this is just 3 coats of Indigo float. 3 coats of Indigo float, and then on the outside, another 3 coats of Indigo float. So the base is 3 coats of Indigo float, but inside both, for both inside and outside. And then I covered the whole thing with oatmeal up to even here. I know oatmeal is a runner when being combined with another glaze. That's why I did a very thin coat of oatmeal up to the bottom. And then I applied the second coat of oatmeal going right up to probably an inch from the bottom, because I'm afraid it's gonna run and get stuck on the kiln, on the shelf. So second coat is up to here, and then the third coat slightly above the second coat. So total 3 coats of oatmeal and then 3 coats of Indigo float underneath. So I guess I got lucky with that one. We used to do this combination before, but we are losing a ton of mugs because it runs, especially like the handle. It runs to the bottom and it's gonna end up ruining the mug. And then the inside is just plain 3 coats of Indigo float. For blue mug lovers. Well, I had a customer asking for a blue mug. That's what prompted me to do this again. But I think I figured it out, how to avoid ruining the mug because of the drips. Ooh, look at this. Berry bowl. That is an experiment combination playing with spectrum glazes. Okay, so this is what I did with this one. So the base, including the inside and then outside, I did 3 coats of snow from Amaco. It's probably up to here. So that is 3 coats of snow. And then at the middle, I did 3 coats of seaweed. And then on the rim, I did 3 coats of whipping plum. It's a Celadon glaze from Amaco. Same thing with the inside. So the rim is 3 coats of whipping plum, and then 3 coats of seaweed, and then the bottom is snow. And then I covered the rim up to where the seaweed, I did the spectrum glaze soft white. I covered the rim up to the seaweed, covered the 2 coats of soft white, but the second coat I only applied it like halfway over here because it's my first time using the spectrum glazes, so I'm just being careful. And that's also the reason why I did the snow, that is to stop the drip or to slow down the drip from the spectrum glazes. I kind of like it though. I guess I'm getting addicted with spectrum glazes. The only berry bowl that I did on this kiln. Love it. Okay, so for the inside of this mug is 3 coats of blue Rutil and up to like 2 inches from the rim on the outside. The base is 2 coats of birch on the outside. So from to where the blue Rutil stop, I did 2 coats of birch, and then covered with another 2 coats of cordovan. But I also did an experiment with another one wherein I added two thick coats of pearl white from the rim. So the same combination, like 3 coats of blue Rutil on the inside of the mug and up to 2 inches below the rim on the outside, 2 coats of birch covered with 2 coats of cordovan. The only difference is I put 2 thick coats of pearl white from Spectrum Glazes covering this, like the whole blue Rutil and a part of this combination, and that's the outcome. I kind of like it. That is, if you're gonna compare. This one without the pearl white on the rim, and this is with the 2 coats of pearl white on the rim. But the inside are just plain 3 coats of blue Rutil. And then of course my cenote combination, that is just 2 coats of Norse blue, 2 thick coats of Norse blue on the inside, and then the outside is 2 coats of cenote, and then I applied from the rim up to 1 inch probably is 1 thick coat of light flux, followed by another 1 thick coat of dark flux. So I think I did 2, 4, 6 of this combination. Look at the handle. Looks like I lost 1 mug. See the chip there? So the glaze gets so thick on the handle part. So that's my thing. When I'm glazing, I'm really trying hard to avoid it, but I just can't avoid it sometimes. If I'm glazing, I usually start at the handle, so that first time that the brush is fully loaded with glaze, I usually start it like right here. So if I have a drip that's gonna ruin my mug, it's gonna be on this part. I need to stop doing that. My usual combination is just honey flux from Amaco, 3 coats on the inside, and 2 coats of winterwood from Mayco, and then the upper part is just light flux, 1 thick coat of light flux. I used to do this combination a lot before, but I was firing to a hot cone 6 and I kept on getting disappointed with the result. And then the last time when I was glazing, I decided to do it again, and I really like it. I really like the result. So if you're fond of a blue-green color, I think this is gonna be a fun experiment for you to do. It just reminds me of the ocean. That's why I call this as the ocean wave combination. So for the inside is 4 coats of Blue Lagoon. I did 4 coats on the inside of this mug, Blue Lagoon from Amaco, up to like here on the bottom. And then I did Sky, 3 coats of Sky, another Celadon from Amaco. I did 3 coats from the rim up to where the Blue Lagoon stopped from the bottom. And then I just alternated the Blue Lagoon and then Emerald Falls, Blue Lagoon, Emerald Falls, Blue Lagoon until I went to the bottom. It's just an alternating combination of Blue Lagoon, Emerald Falls, Blue Lagoon, Emerald Falls up until I reach the Blue Lagoon right at the bottom. I wish I have done more. And I glaze just a few Christmas ornaments and use it as a filler to fill up the kiln. Wonder what Celadon I used on this one. So it's a bird, and if you're going to look at the texture, it's like a truck carrying a Christmas tree. Glaze with just 3 coats of ice. That is the Celadon from the Amaco. It almost looks like a clear to me. Oops. I don't know if you can see it. Another bird ornament with the texture. What I did is I did deep fire brick and then wiped it out with a sponge, and then I just applied clear from Mayco. So here you go. Ornament. More ornaments. Another filler. So this time I did an obsidian and then wiped it out, and then I just applied a Celadon on top of it. That is the ice. Love the texture so much. Like truck carrying a Christmas tree. You can also see a gnome in there and a deer. You probably see this a lot in every of the kiln opening I do. It's just the classic Northern Light combination. I don't remember, did I ever do a video on how I do this? It's very easy though. It's just a combination of obsidian, covered it all, 3 coats of smoky merlot, 4 coats of seaweed, and 3 coats of indigo float. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh, I guess I did 2 versions. This is with all the obsidian, and this is with the matte, the black underglaze. Black underglaze, and then the Northern Light combination. First, where the base is 2 coats of obsidian, 3 coats of smoky merlot, 4 coats of seaweed, 3 coats of indigo float. I got a drip. Okay, that's not an intentional drip. I didn't mean to do some dripping there, but I guess it did. Okay, experimenting with pet dishes. This is 2 coats of Norse blue. both inside and outside. And then for this, I just did obsidian and then wipe it out. Okay, I guess. More pet dish, a puppy dish or a cat dish. 2 coats of raspberry mist. I like that. Here's the pair, a bigger size. I don't know if you can see the badge. It just says, "Life is better with fur babies." Isn't that true? Oh, I love it. Pink and blue. Pet dish. Oh, what the heck is this? The mini bud vase. These are the ones that I use it as a test style. Oh, okay. So for this, inside and outside, I did 2 coats of Norse blue. It looks like I didn't put 2 thick coats, or I didn't make it thick enough. That's why you can see like still looking transparent. You can see the clean underneath, but I guess it's a test style. I just want to see how does the spectrum glaze reacts with the other one. So on the rim, I had three coats of cobalt on the rim, and then 2 coats of soft white from Spectrum, covering the rim and a little bit of the Norse blue. I guess it didn't run as much as I was expecting. Another glaze combination that I do. I still got ancient copper. That is up to here, that's 3 coats, while inside and outside is covered with or coated with 3 coats of sapphire float up to the ancient copper. And then I just did oatmeal. 3 coats of oatmeal, like in a wavy pattern. And then to where the ancient copper and the sapphire float meets, I did 1 coat of oatmeal. That's why I get this variation of color right around here. 3 coats of iron luster inside and outside, and then oatmeal 3 coats up to the half of the mug. So I got a ton of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mugs of this. But there's 2 experiments that I did that I'm gonna show you. Okay, this is the last pieces at the bottom of the kiln. So for the inside of this, I did 3 coats of soft white on the rim, and then 2 coats of soft white, the whole thing on the outside, but it's top, like right here. 3 coats of samria, and then 3 coats of soft red below it. 1 coat, 1 thick coat of pearl white on the rim. So that's for that. So autumn purple on the inside, that's 3 coats. For the outside, 3 coats from the rim up to the half of this little vase, because the other part, the bottom half, is 3 coats of soft aqua, all from Spectrum Glazes. And on the rim, I did a 1 thick coat, 1 thick band of pearl white. Tiny vases. remove the drips from this kiln. So this is a very thick one. I don't know if you can see it. So this is the hand tool eraser that you can buy, or that we bought to where we got the kiln shelf. And then so we just do like that. See? There you go. Simple as that.